Yes, guys, you're welcome back on the Betong Show, podcast by the Betong Media. Today, I have an amazing guest on the show today, and we're going to discuss on how to invest in cryptocurrency for beginners. We know that cryptocurrency is going mainstream, and many people are getting interested to want to invest, but they don't know how to go about it, or maybe they know but still facing challenges. And yeah, I was someone here who has an expert in this area. He's a blockchain researcher. He's into cryptocurrency. So I want him to, share some of his experience here being part of this, whole crypto-based industry. So let me bring Divine here. You're welcome today
Yeah,
on the show. It's
yeah,
good to have
welcome
you.
guys. It's good to have you, man. It's good for everybody to tune in. Let's
Yeah.
get this show started.
So how are you doing today?
Yeah,
How
I'm
is
good.
life treating you today?
Yeah, life is good. The hectic, the busy life of living in London. So yeah, life is good. Life is good. You know.
Yeah, this is you are on the Betong Media, the Betong Show, broadcast by the Betong Media.
Yeah.
So today I would want us to talk about cryptocurrency, as I mentioned in the introduction,
Mm,
and you are someone who is vested in this area because you have done a lot of research about all this. So I
mm,
want us to have this conversation about like answer some questions, not really answer some questions, but I want also have a conversation on this different
mm,
like on this particular topic.
yeah.
So to begin with, can you like tell my viewers like who is Divine? Who is Teddy?
Yeah. So me, I'm a blog writer for a small startup. We're a beta startup at the moment that involves an identity. Um, we're going to go into banking soon, and eventually we might invest. We might get involved in cryptocurrencies. So that's good. That's a good start for me. I also do blockchain research as well independently. I I I I do independent research for like a few companies, charities as well. So and I give them bespoke information in terms of cryptocurrencies. So
Okay, that's awesome. It means you know what you're doing.
yeah,
Yeah, crypto is so like it's so should I say ambiguous. The space is so ambiguous that so many things happening already in the space.
yeah,
So if say you don't know what you're doing, then you might end up, maybe should I say go bankrupt or losing money. So
yeah,
like I just want to know like what is your perception about cryptocurrency? Like when you
yeah.
hear the word cryptocurrency, what do you perceive about it?
My perception of cryptocurrency is a change, in terms of what we know about finance. Cryptocurrency is is a system, with bitcoins and other coins that's literally decentralized. We don't have to rely on the banks anymore. We can just rely on peer-to-peer payments. So yeah, I mean, and obviously people have broad perceptions, but my personal perception is having long-term investment strategies. Trying to build companies off this cryptocurrency. You know, so
Wow, that's amazing. Like when I started investing in cryptocurrency, I didn't actually understand, you know, like everything about cryptocurrency,
mm,
the direction. I was thinking more of this is a way to get rich, but it
mm,
is not about getting rich. It's about, a shift, like you mentioned, the future of financial services. So
mm,
this is like, to me, I see it as a shift. Like nowadays we use fiat to do payment, like as a medium of exchange. We use
mm,
fiat like to buy assets, and
yeah,
the same thing which is going to happen these days. Like in the future we're going to be using crypto to
mm,
buy assets. So I think to an extent there's a shift, and this shift is going to affect everyone
yeah.
at one point in time, whether you like it or not.
Mm. I can
Yeah.
add to that as well. It's important like to get assets as well because usually with asset ships and certain demographics of people like they struggle to get certain asset ships. So crypto will help. with payments and the decentralization.
Yeah, yeah. So now looking at your experience so far in the
Yeah.
space, if say we have to go into like how did you get involved in this? Like what happened? Where were you? Who talked to you? Did you just bomb into cryptocurrency, or maybe you were doing like? Can you walk us through that journey?
Yeah, it was an interesting one for me. I think in my mid 20s, I was working at, just doing jobs, and I re- and I came across a lot of talks in terms of, the money changing in the economy, and I did, personal independent research in terms of the economy, and there was a lot of Bitcoin talks and cryptocurrency talks. So I kept going to a lot of talks, and during those talks, when one of the speakers said that this will be a currency that's going to decentralize, the whole economic system. You can make, there'll be no like middleman, and there'll be no banking with, right, like banks getting involved. I was like, wow, that sounds really, really interesting, and it can also change the world. So yeah, little by little, bit by bit, I just got involved, and from there on, yeah, I mean, the investments are really amazing, So I mean, not just for like individuals, but also for companies as well, like startups. A lot of startups can be built off this. Because startups need funding, people need funding. So
Yeah,
this is amazing.
yeah. Part of what I do is like I help entrepreneurs and small businesses
Yeah,
to understand how they can tokenize part of their business into cryptocurrency.
mm,
And like in the past, when startups want to raise funds, they go
yeah,
through this different funding rounds,
yeah,
like VC funds and all this. But with cryptocurrency, it is easy for them to raise funds without giving out should I say a part of their business
exactly.
to investors.
Mm,
What they can do is maybe tokenize an aspect of your business in a way that it won't necessarily mean that they are giving away a part of their business, like of
yeah,
the company itself, right?
mm,
So investors, crypto investors are going to be funding this project, because when you are buying into the tokens,
mm,
you are indirectly funding that project, you
yeah,
know. So yeah, I just agree with what you said. Like, it's gonna be good for entrepreneurs or startups to raise funds, to use that as a means to raise funds, for the
mm,
future.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So like I know you mentioned it, but I want to be specific.
yeah.
What is it about crypto that really interests you? Like, what is it that what is that particular thing there? Like that moment, like, oh wow, this is it. You know.
Okay, so what's my big interest is the fact that, like how you said, funding rounds. You could be part of a startup or at a startup or be a CEO developing a startup, and funding is very, very hard. So just the fact that there can be angel investors involved in this space, and they can actually raise crypto to actually fund as a currency to fund a lot of businesses and startup. That's a real interest of mine, and also lifestyle as well. Um, Lifestyle of this is key, and through this you can go to huge events and even meet other people with great ideas, and especially giving back to continents and cultures from where you come from. Like for example, Africa. Giving back to Africa in terms of developing businesses there. And also having a crypto educational system for them too. So that's what interests me personally. Is it makes me excited personally.
Okay, yeah. You mentioned Africa. I see
Yeah,
different crypto exchanges or crypto companies going to Africa. I
yeah.
do like, why do you think Africa is the forefront? When it comes to cryptocurrency, why do you think most companies want to be in front? Like they want to push to Africa.
Africa has we have a lot, in terms of resources, and we have so much talent, and so much so much coins can be made, and like so much crypto strategies can be done in terms of African investment. There's so much opportunity and potential. Um, So it's important for Africa to actually, have the infrastructure, and definitely produce better for the future and inspire, young people, or people who are European based to see, oh, there's a lot in Africa. We can actually build there too, rather than just literally spend their whole working lives in Europe. So,
You are right. You are right. There's a lot that we can do. But I
yeah,
always like to look at it this way. Like as you mentioned, we have a lot of talent,
mm,
and the potential for crypto in Africa is huge. To me, I see in the sense that most Africans are unbanked, right? They
yeah,
don't have the opportunity to like get accounts, bank accounts. They have to, maybe even if they want to get bank account, the procedure to open an
yeah,
account is so crazy that
yeah,
I mean, you need to go through lots of different measures before you can get into like get a bank account. But with
mm,
cryptocurrency, you don't need to go through all these challenges. All you
yeah,
need to use your phone, download the mobile wallet, boom, you are good to go.
yeah,
So I see this as an opportunity for most Africans who like who want to build wealth, or
mm,
they want to save their money in an asset that appreciate in value over a
mm,
long period of time. So I see this like I think more than I think not up to, should I say, I'm not certain about this, but I think not up to 70% of the whole
yeah,
African have that have like a bank account. Most of
mm,
them use mostly mobile money.
yeah,
These services that is So I see crypto as a way forward that will
mm,
really give youth, young people, the opportunity to start buying this asset and make something good for themselves.
yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, that's key. Like what you said was very, very. It's real life. A lot of a majority are unbanked, and even in my experience, I went to an African talk with African angel investors in London a couple of years ago, and it's not just the unbanked. There's people who don't have like permanent addresses as well. So it's it's important to actually cover that unbanked space, so they can actually have the opportunity to move finances around and to do whatever they want in terms of payments, in terms of building a business, or just to fund, like a village. So it's key.
So now, like, I want to ask, like, what are some experiences you have witnessed in crypto, and what impact it has it has on you so far?
Yeah, the experiences in terms of crypto, obviously, when I was starting out, you obviously need knowledge. You can't just go in and think it's like I would say like a game show. It's real life, man. It's something that can change the world. So you definitely need education. You definitely need to know how the markets work. You definitely have to have money you can afford to lose. Um, Definitely a lot of things. You have to know how assets work as well, how they appreciate and depreciate. Um, is very and also look at market behavior, consumer behavior. So when you invest in asset, you see the actual growth of it. So so me, when I was young, I was just looking at the markets, and I always used to see people
Yeah.
getting excited. Unfortunately, people were losing money, but people were making money. So my experience is that you can't be like fully emotionally invested. You have to have, like, as they say, tough skin. You know,
Yeah.
yeah, because it look, it's not for everybody. That's all I can say. you know, if you're uneducated in the topic. So
So you are right, because if say you get involved in cryptocurrency, like all this is like the education is really important to me
mm,
personally. And when you have the education, it really gives you that pace to want to explore like every aspect in cryptocurrency. Because I mean, is when you hear the word crypto, is, well, let me just say, click crypto and blockchain.
mm,
It's not just only about buying of Bitcoin, Ethereum. We have DeFi, we have metaverse, we have NFT. So
Yeah.
all this aspect, is cool. When you understand all this aspect, you know where to base your focus on, because there are people who deal only with NFTs. There are people
Yeah.
who focus just, okay, I'm gonna focus only on metaverse, like online gaming and all this stuff. So
Yeah.
it's with this, you're gonna have like the mindset to which direction you want to take in the crypto space. So
Mm.
I see that as really something really cool to take note of. Now, going to my next question, what are some tools you think crypto beginners can use to help them make better investment decisions?
Yeah. So the tools is education. You need definitely, if you can, of course, to get in to know the basics of cryptocurrency, the decentralization of a currency. You need to have some understanding of economics, because you can't just go in and thinking, oh, make quick money here. No, this is a long term thing. This is a life strategy. So it's important. Also, as well, you need to look at like the stocks as well, and like the big brands like Apple, and see how it relates to consumer behavior. You know, with with the crypto space too. So yeah, it's important to know your education.
Yeah. I base my focus on my channel, my
Mm,
platform is education, because
yeah.
I believe that I mean, it boils down to what we have been saying here. I think
Mm,
when you have the proper tools, the proper education, it's going to make you to understand which direction to take in the crypto space.
mm,
And most people just want to make like they see crypto as a get rich quick scheme, that you just get involved and you make quick
yeah.
money. Of course, you can be lucky and you buy crypto today. Maybe you buy it, you are lucky. You are
Yeah.
in the bull run, right? You buy crypto and boom, it start going to the upside.
Yeah.
Now you won't know how to manage a portfolio. You won't have that experience. Okay, now I have to take profit, or I have to diversify my investment or my portfolio. So I
Mm,
mean, the education is not only about crypto is not only about you buying, making money. It's more of how can you sustain, in
mm,
the market. How can you protect yourself in that market, make money, protect yourself? Because in the end, when we invest in anything, it's to make money, right? And
yeah.
if you're not able to protect that money, then maybe you are just being excited, thinking that you are doing something, in this space. So I
Yeah.
agree with you. Education is the key. 'Cause I've lost a lot of money. I mean, a lot of money in cryptocurrency,
Okay.
so much that I decided, okay, why if I had someone back then who can really connect with me, or I could have connected with, that would
Mm,
have helped me to understand what I'm doing, because I was so excited. Oh, I'm gonna make money. I'm gonna get rich. Like this is my
mm,
opportunity to get rich, to make. But
yeah.
at one point, I realized, no, slow down. You need to. This is not how to go about this.
Mm,
And this was based on the educational aspect of it.
mm. I think that's the thing. I think it's fact that when you do get excited, you tend to lose money. You know, if you don't like, if you're excited but you don't know like your ROI, the return on investment, and the risk analysis, then you will lose the money. Like if you clear out the risk, then you'll see it as an investment and make money. And start to take risks as well. So I, people the new people that are getting into crypto, they have to understand the management of excitement.
Yeah, yeah. You are right. You are right. So I mean, when you look at crypto right now, like from your experience, from the day
Yeah.
you got, wow, this is it. What do you
Mm.
think will be the future of crypto 5 years from now? Like, what do you think?
Future of cryptocurrency. Whew. I mean, the markets are up and down, so you can't have an accurate 5 year plan. I mean, well, but me personally, I always look into 2 years, and
Okay.
I think there'll be more startups. No, not more startups, but more ideas like NFTs, new coins. I think crypto will move to places in the world where crypto wasn't prevalent because of the community. So, but I think a lot more. more companies, scale ups, and startups will be looking to deal with crypto services, bitcoins, to actually fund their projects and their activities, and to make more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
To me, I think like if I have to look at 5 years from now,
yeah,
I'm gonna see more adoption. I'm gonna
mm,
see more countries,
yeah,
companies, coming out to adopt crypto or to include maybe Bitcoin in their balance sheets.
yeah,
More crypto related products.
mm,
Startups coming up with awesome ideas. I mean, really game changing ideas
mm,
that will really impact the world. And I just have to stress this, that people who are watching should understand crypto is not just about like, if I have to say, it's not just about you buying and selling
yeah,
a particular coin. These are all projects that are doing really cool stuff in
yeah,
the world. It could be tech, it
mm,
could be environment, it could be medicals. I mean, you can name it. But the crypto aspect of it is more on raising funds for that
mm,
company to operate sustainably. I don't know
mm.
if you agree with what I'm saying.
No, no, absolutely, 100%. I feel what you said is bang on the money, because when you look into continents like South America, I think in 2021 or 2020 there was a lot of news saying that they were, they weren't ready for crypto, but I think in 5 years that they're going to use crypto over the government there, so they can actually make more business, more B2B business, so that
Yeah,
there can be a lot of transactions on the blockchain, so things can be easy for them, and it can get rid of the archaic government they have, and more people be banked rather than be unbanked through crypto. So crypto is it's kind of a economical savior for that part of the world, compared to like Europe and America where it's very advanced. You know.
yeah. Just imagine that you are a startup. Like, nowadays, you understand crypto, you understand how to go about the ICO stage.
Mm,
You don't need so much capital. All you need is to build your website,
yeah.
design it, have a white paper, then
Yeah.
like, then you market it. Right.
Yeah.
At times, you don't even need that. You don't even need money. You can reach out to influencers. Then you give them part of the token. Like, okay, I'm gonna give you guys doing launch. I'm gonna give you this. So they gonna promote it for you, and boom. If say you are really serious in your
Mm,
project, then it will determine if say your project will succeed or your crypto will survive.
yeah.
Because the survival of a crypto will depend on that project. So the
Yeah.
future of cryptocurrency is really something I think we're gonna love. Like, we're gonna
Yeah.
love in the future to see what is gonna happen in this space.
Definitely. I
So,
agree.
I mean, if say you are to give someone out there who is getting started with cryptocurrency, would think that, let me not say someone would think that, but someone who want to get involved, but okay, I think this is something so difficult. I don't know how to go about it. What would you say to them? To make them understand. Just
So
something like,
what I'll say to them is, first of all, look at it in two ways. Look at your personal goals and look at the long term goals. So the personal goals is, what do you want to do? Do you want to raise your own finances? Are you sick of your salary? Do you want to get that thing you want to get? You could do it for crypto. So my advice is, um, invest in a stock that you're safe with. Invest in a stock that you have knowledge with, and also get education, and also get people to help you as well, because you can't do this on your own. So get advanced people, qualified people. That's the first point. And the second point is, it's not about you. Remember, investment strategies is a long term goal. So what do you want to do? Do you want to help set up a company, help set up a charity that gives back? Because if you've been in the crypto game for at least 50 years, at least you will say that, oh, it all wasn't for me. It was for a cause bigger than me. So
yeah.
that's how I see it for the new people. They have to have 2 points:
Oh, okay.
yourself first, and then the long term all round strategy.
Okay. So to conclude, you mentioned in the beginning about um you're planning to get into crypto, the crypto, into, like, for your business, like for your
Yeah.
business. Can you want to share more about that?
Yeah. So my business is I do a lot of independent crypto advice. At the startup, I do blog writing. That's good. So when we get our site up, you can actually read a lot about crypto. But in terms of my personal research at non-profit charities, I advise crypto to the youngsters so they can make money in terms of developing portfolios, so they can actually find careers, especially here in London. So and I've got a few like crypto businesses on the side that I invest in, just to try out, you know. So it's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, that's awesome. Maybe in the future we're gonna bring you here to
Yeah,
throw more to like more detail about your business when you get into crypto aspects. So my viewers, because most of my viewers are into cryptocurrency, so they
yeah,
love to jump into new project at the early stage. You know,
yeah.
it's always good when you get in early. You know, yeah.
I
So
mean, it's early times. Like at the start, it's very beta at the moment, and we're just trying to get the product out. So once we get through the stages, then we can introduce crypto, like Revolut. Revolut. Have you had a
yeah,
Revolut bank? Yeah,
yeah.
it's a bank, and then they put the forex on in the app. So that's really the plan for most payment systems and challenger banks out there.
Yeah, I mean that's smart.
Yeah.
I Penrilla says I didn't educate myself enough before investing because I thought it's all about buying a currency and boom, you must make money. Even in forex, it doesn't happen that way. If you're buying, I mean, it has to. But like that's what we are saying here. You know,
Mm,
the mindset of people nowadays is different. They don't want to exercise that patience. They don't want to make money. Like boom, I want to get rich, but that patience to understand what you are investing in is not
mm,
there. Yeah, and she also says you need education. So true, and I think it was just she was confirming what you said, and also yes, always invest money you can afford to lose, just
mm,
confirming what you mentioned, and also being in control of your asset without all the banking protocol is really
mm,
cool. Yeah. So that's the opportunities when it comes to cryptocurrency. You know, like
mm,
you are your own bank, you manage your own resources. Yeah. So
mm.
I mean, we have come to the end of the show. It was really good to have you here. If say you have anything more you want to add, today, feel free to add.
Yeah, you can check out my Instagram is Jesse Kwasi or at Jesse Kwasi. I just
Maybe you can write it right here so I can highlight it.
where's the
Maybe you can highlight it so I can write type it so I can highlight it. Yeah.
wait, oh yeah, okay. I was on full screen. That's why. Yeah,
Okay, guys, you go and follow him on Instagram. Yeah.
yeah,
So
Instagram.
I send it back to you. Let me give it back to this. Okay, so this is it. Instagram following that's at Jesse Kwasi. I want to follow you. Maybe let me just do it after this. So I didn't see that. Yeah. All right, guys. We have come to the end of the show, and I believe you guys have learned something today from Divine. And I mean, all what we have discussed here, I think you guys should take it into consideration because you don't want to get involved in something that you don't understand. And the call from what we discussed today is education. From from what I learned today is that we need to focus on the education aspect, and no one knows it all. Every day is an opportunity for you to learn something new, and having this program with him here today has also impacted me somehow to learn something new. I always learn whenever I bring someone here to share their experience. So thanks again once more for being part of the show. Don't forget to follow him on Instagram. That's it. And also don't forget to subscribe on the Betong Media. Do that, and we all gonna be happy and smiling at you. All right. Thank you, sir, for being part of the show today.
Thank you so much, man. It was been a pleasure.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.